Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 3, Text 41. Tasmatvam indriyanyadau niyamya bharadharshabha papmanam prajahihyenam jnana vijnana nashanam. Meaning, the Lord advised Arjuna to regulate the senses from the very beginning so that he could curb the greatest sinful enemy, lust, which destroys the urge for self-realization and specific knowledge of self. Lust is only the perverted reflection of the love of God, which is natural for every living entity. But if one is educated in Krishna consciousness from the very beginning, that natural love of God cannot deteriorate into lust. When love of God deteriorates into lust, it is very difficult to return to the normal condition. Nonetheless, Krishna consciousness is so powerful that even a late beginner can become a lover of God by following the regulative principles of devotional service. Text 42. Indriyani paranyahur indriyebhya param mana manasastu para buddhir buddhe paradastu saha. Meaning, these outlets are not in use when there is superior consciousness or Krishna consciousness. In Krishna consciousness, the soul makes direct connection with the Supreme God. Bodily actions means the functions of the senses, and stopping the senses means stopping all bodily actions. But since the mind is active, then even though the body may be silent and at rest, the mind will act as it does during dreaming. If the mind is engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord, there is no chance of its being engaged in the lower propensities. In the Katha Upanishad, the soul has been described as Mahan, the great. Therefore, the soul is above all, namely the sense objects, the senses, the mind, and the intelligence. Therefore, understanding the position of the soul is the solution of the whole problem. Text 43. एवं बुद्धे परं बुद्ध्वा संस्तभ्यात्मानमात्मना जहि शत्रुं महाबाहो कामरूपं दुरासदम्. Meaning, one may not give up work and prescribed duties all of a sudden, but by gradually developing Krishna consciousness, one can be situated in a transcendental position without being influenced by the material senses and the mind, by steady intelligence directed towards one's pure identity. This is the sum total of this chapter. As this chapter comes to a close, we are reminded that life is not about escaping action, but elevating it. Every duty we perform, every choice we make becomes meaningful when done with the right intention, free from selfish desire, free from attachment to results. Desire, as Lord Krishna explains, is the greatest enemy, clouding our wisdom and pulling us away from our true purpose. But through awareness, discipline, and self-control, we rise above it. When we act not for personal gain but as a contribution to the greater good, our actions become pure and our mind becomes peaceful. This is the path of Karma Yoga, to act with sincerity, to give without expectation, and to live with inner freedom. Let us move forward not by renouncing action but by transforming it into a path of growth, service, and self-realization. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to the third chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of Karma Yoga, or the discharge of one's prescribed duty in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe.